Well, here we are, everybody. September the 1st, Labor Day 2025. Donnie from Barton's RVing started off Labor Day in Bandera with their Labor Day celebration there. Frank saw that and he goes, "Hey, I have an idea. I like to sit on Zach's porch and talk to Zach sometimes, but more importantly, talk to y'all. So I thought I would give you a closing Labor Day thought. Thank y'all for viewing Frank's EC channel. Hopefully it will be Frank's enlightening or engaging commentary today, and it will benefit you. So thanks for joining me, and Donnie, thank you for giving me the inspiration. 3-day weekend, Labor Day, we're going to kick off fall here and dove hunting season. The fall feast of Almighty Yah are all right around the corner. Let me just give you a thought. Ecclesiastes chapter 2, verse 18. Solomon says, "I hated all my labor in which I labored under the sun, seeing that I must leave it to another man who will come after me." Nothing was ever so true in Solomon's life. His son, grandsons, and descendants sure squandered a kingdom. Is that where many people are at today? They labor for something to give it to the grandkids, and the grandkids don't appreciate it because they didn't labor for it themselves. A man considers that important which he earned. Those who just get rewarded with something sometimes don't. That's the first thought today. John chapter 4, verse 38 goes on to say, "I sent you to harvest what you have not labored for. Others have labored, and you have entered into their labor." See, a lot of people have labored for something, and they didn't see the harvest. What's the point of this that Yahushua, or Jesus, as you know him, said, is many times we continue the labor of Almighty Yah, and we reap the benefits where other people planted, some watered, but the Almighty, as Paul said, gives the increase. Little thought there. So, where are you putting your labors? Into the things of man or into the things of the Most High? Think about that. 1 Corinthians 15:28 goes on to say, "Therefore, my beloved brothers, be steadfast, unmovable, always abounding in the work of the Lord, knowing that in the Lord your labors are not empty." That reinforces what we just talked about in John. What you build up for the kingdom of the Almighty, that's your reward. Going on to 2 Thessalonians chapter 3, verse 8. "Nor did we eat anyone's bread without paying for it, but with toil and labor we worked night and day, so that we would not be a burden to any of you." You know, it's good to support your pastor. Small churches find that hard. Sometimes the pastor has to work, but if you can afford to labor without burdening men, expecting a tithe, which only goes to the Levites, I've got a video on that. Labor for the right reasons, for the purpose of the Almighty, to build people up in the kingdom. And finally, a thought from Revelations chapter 2, verse 2. "I know your works and your labor and patience and endurance, and that you cannot tolerate evil men." Sometimes we tolerate evil men when we shouldn't. "And you put up to the test those who call themselves apostles and are not, and you found them to be false." There's many of these false apostles today that people follow. Just recently I saw a news clip where a man and a woman running a large ministry are now in serious trouble for labor violations. Basically working people like slaves for their so-called ministry. Why so many follow these false apostles, I'm still puzzled at. Except that people are seeking truth in those who don't have it, but they have a good line. Remember that the man of Almighty Yah is humble. He doesn't teach you the word for profit. He teaches you the word for your benefit. So, on this Labor Day, what are you laboring for, my friend? I hope it's for the right things. Hey, have a great Labor Day and a great rest of the month. From old Frank at Frank's EC channel, sitting on the wisdom of Zach's porch. Shalom on your home until we see you again. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye for now.